want to.
It'll be part of my video. So good.
What is going on, guys? It is Austin with Gone in 60. Welcome back to the channel. Guys, we have some exciting things to share with you. Our merch store, it is almost open. It is almost ready. I just wanted to ship all the products to myself just so I could test them before I brought them out to you guys. I don't want you guys to pay money for something that really isn't that great. And if you guys like the brand, if you guys like what we're about on the channel, I want you guys to be able to access the merchandise. So it's coming soon, I promise. It is on one of my next upcoming videos, and I can't wait to share it with you guys. So in today's video, I'm really excited to share with you guys a topic that I've been curious about. So as you guys know, I've owned a 2019 Dodge Challenger Scat Pack, and now I own a 2020 Ford Mustang Bullitt. So I've always been curious, and maybe some of you guys are too, which car would be more expensive to insure? Now there's a lot of things that come into play with this. We're gonna cover them all. I'm gonna share coverages, I'm gonna share costs, we're gonna jump into it. So if you guys are looking to buy either one of these cars, maybe it gives you a better idea if there's really any difference, or maybe if there's a big difference. So guys, thank you for jumping into the channel today, and let's get it going. All right, guys, so let's jump into today's topic. Which car is more expensive to insure? The Dodge Challenger Scat Pack or my 2020 Ford Mustang Bullitt? And I have some notes for you guys. I'm going to share with you coverages. I'm going to share with you costs and everything. But just a quick note before we jump into insurance costs. Guys, there are so many variables that I can't guarantee that any of these rates will be anything that you guys get. Maybe in some instances you guys can beat these rates, and maybe I got a really good deal too. So there's a lot of things that play into account when you're looking at car insurance. It can be your age, it can be your driving record. You know, if you have a lot of tickets, if you have not paid tickets, if whatever you have done in your car, or if you've got any type of citations, that can impact the cost of your insurance coverage, because a lot of these insurance companies today can give you discounts based on your driving record. Some of them even allow you to put like a camera just so it can track like how well you're driving. So there's a lot of things that come into play, and so what I'm sharing with you guys might not be the exact same thing that you guys get, but hopefully it gives you guys kind of a good comparison and something somewhat accurate to go off of. So as you guys know, I owned a 2019 Dodge Challenger Scat Pack, and I love that car. That car was awesome, and it really was a very base model. It didn't have a lot of features, it didn't have a lot of equipment, and that's something that can come into play when you guys are insuring cars is, how much does the car cost? What type of features does it have? Because these insurance companies are looking at this as if you are going to damage your car someday, total your car someday. They have to know what it's going to cost to replace a vehicle like that. So my Dodge Challenger, very basic. The only upgrade that car had was the Alpine stereo group. Now, as you flip around to my Ford Mustang, it has so many features. There's only one option with this car that I wasn't able to get, and that was Recaro racing seats. But I mean, digital gauge cluster, upgraded sound system. The Bullitt Mustang is a special trim. It's harder to find. It costs a little bit more money. This car, has about the same amount of horsepower. It's about 5 horsepower less than my Scat Pack was. But when it comes to bells and whistles and trim, it's just so much different. And so we're really not comparing apples to apples here. And that will ultimately change your guys' quotes that you get out there. It'll change how much it costs to insure these cars. So just know this isn't apples to apples, but hopefully maybe this just points out to you guys how much it can cost to insure these cars and what it's like. All right, so one quick thing to know, I'll share with you guys my age. I am 35 years old, so hopefully that helps you guys. I right now have a clean driving record. I don't have any tickets. Don't know how that's happened, but I'm good. I'm clean. I'm good to go. My wife, same thing. So we're able to get really good competitive rates. And so the insurance company that I go through is Bear River. They are a Utah company, and if you don't smoke or if you don't drink, they actually give you even greater discounts. So they're a very small franchise. I don't know how good or how bad they are. I guess it just depends on when you need them. And I think that's what's true with all these insurance companies. You can probably find insurance companies out there that will insure cars for very, very cheap. But at the end of the day, what matters is when you have a problem and you need to fix it. So far it's been really good. I don't have any complaints, but I definitely think, they're the lowest price out there, at least for me and my circumstances or what I've been able to find. So just know that's kind of what I'm working with, and that's who I'm going through today. All right, guys, so I'm just going to read to you my coverages. I realize I don't have to do this. Some of you guys might be like, Austin, your coverages suck. You need to change these, and that's okay. Let me know. But I'm just going to share with you my coverages so you guys can get a good understanding of why I'm paying what I'm paying, and then we'll quickly just jump into how much each car costs in terms of insurance. So I apologize, I'm going to read this from my phone. So in terms of bodily injury, the coverage is $50,000 with a limit of $100,000. Property damage is $50,000. Let's see, personal injury protection is $3,000. Uninsured motorist bodily injury coverage is $50,000 with a limit of $100,000. Uninsured motorist bodily injury $50,000 and then limit of $100,000. My comprehensive is $250 and my collision is $500. I do have tow and roadside assistance, and I also have rental reimbursement and travel expenses. So those are my coverages. And the 2019 Dodge Challenger Scat Pack, let me just pull this guy up here, and I'll just share what I paid on kind of an annual basis and what my monthly payment was. So the insurance premium for the Challenger Scat Pack is $809 for the year. Now, as we go over to my Ford Mustang Bullet, obviously that's a little bit different of a story, and I'll pull that up here shortly here for you guys, just so you guys can see the costs around that. Okay, so looking at what I pay for my Ford Mustang Bullet 2020, bought it brand new, it is about $250 more per year than my Dodge Challenger. So for simple math, let's just say that I pay $1,050 a year for my Ford Mustang Bullet. So you can divide that by 12 and figure out kind of what those monthly payments are like. So in the grand scheme of things, you know, about $15 more per month. And that's, I think, really good. So, you know I had Geico before, and the reason I switched to Bear River is because when I was looking at getting my Scat Pack, it was going to be like $150 or $160 just for that car, and that put our premium well over $200 between the two cars that we have. And so at the end of the day, they're very similar. I think it matters on features. I think it matters on also how much these cars cost to repair, how reliable they are. They have a lot of calculators and a lot of things that they use to adjust these cars. So there's a lot of factors and things they take into consideration. And ultimately, that's what kind of comes down to your price. So it's really not an apples to apples, guys. But hopefully that shares a better insight to you guys that between the two cars, the MSRP was about 10 grand different, and the payments in terms of insurance about $15 difference. So anyways, guys, that is everything. That is what I pay. So drop me a like, drop me a comment, let me know in the description below. Am I getting a good deal? Do I need to change my coverages? Are you guys paying more or less for your muscle cars out there? For those of you that are in your early 20s or don't have a good driving record, I'm so sorry. These cars are so expensive to insure. But anyways, guys, that is it for me today, and we hope to catch you on the next video. Peace.